This is the Daily Paycheck on CTTV. I am John from ProCrafts, and what we're doing on this show is two things. One, building a master bankroll from $10,000 to $100,000, 10% at a time, compounding our master bankroll with those small incremental wins. It's going to be an exercise, folks, in extreme discipline. It's tough to win 10%. It's even tougher to walk when you're up 10%. And the second major thing I want to test out here is strategies. We want to see, are there strategies or betting patterns that can earn us a consistent 10% day after day? Specifically, can they last a full month of live simulated playtime? My rolls, my spins, my card play, and yeah, some of my bad luck. Ultimately, I want to know, are there strategies that we can trust to deliver us a daily paycheck? And I will do it all live for you. No editing of videos, no fudging results, no nothing. It's easy to do this one time and show a win. We're gonna show this for 20 straight days and see how these strategies stand up to me. So with all that said, let's get to today's daily paycheck. All right, good morning, folks. Happy Monday. Here we go. First official day of the mob. And I'm still not there with this one yet, to be honest with you. So I'm gonna show you how it works. And we'll see how we do here. We're gonna start out with this. I'll do it. I'm going to play it today with $3,000. I'm going to show you how to do it with 600. I think that'll be an easier way to kind of just demonstrate it. $600. And the way that Dan designed this thing, this is from Dice Dr. Dan, by the way. We take our initial bankroll and you divide it by 6, $100. Okay, that $100, or in my case, out of 3,000, it'll be a couple thousand, or 1,000 rather. We're going to go ahead and say this is going to be how much money we're going to use for our inside bets, roughly $100. In our case, we'll do 110. I'm just going to demonstrate it out here so you can see it. 110 on the inside. Those bets will be up and off with the puck. All right, that's the first thing. The second thing that we do is say, look at our bankroll and say, what's our smallest bet? It's $100. We're going to 3x that bet. Oh, I'm sorry, dumb. Why am I doing black chips, be green chips? First thing Monday morning, I got everything already messed up, right? 110 inside. Sorry. Our smallest one is $25. So we're gonna do $75 on the don't pass to get going. All right. So again, that'll take about $100 out of our rack. I'm not gonna make it exact, just so you can see it. All right, let's catch a point. Let's say it's a 5, for argument's sake. Okay, the point's gonna be 5. You leave your bet sitting here, and here's the situation. With 110 inside, if you catch an early 7, right now you catch a 7, what would happen is you would lose this. You'd lose $35. Essentially, you pay yourself from there, so you're down a little bit on the quick 7. The other thing that can happen is you can hit your 5, which would suck. You'd lose 75, but you'd win 35. So you're going to be down, again, a net, whatever that is, $40 down. Okay, those are the two bad things that can happen to you. But other than that, everything else is good. Sit here and collect $35 on every number. The first time you collect $35, what happens is this. As you know, if we catch the 7 on the very next roll, you would lose $35 while paying yourself 75, and you would be exactly even. Okay, so this early 7 evens you out, which is a good place to be. Okay. After collecting $35, if you catch a 5, that would pay $35, you lose $75. So your net down is $5. You lose 75, you have 170, you're down $5. That's also an okay outcome. Okay, so after one hit, you're essentially going to be in a tie situation. Everything after that is just collection time. Just collect all day long. Dan wants me to stop collecting after the second roll and turn these bets off. I'm sorry, after hit 3, turn the bets off and let the don't pass ride itself out. You'll be locked in profit. May or may not do that today. I'm not sure if that's the right way to do this, but let's just see how this feels today. Okay, here we go. We're going to play it basically that way. stay on the inside, may catch the outside on a hot roll, but I don't want to miss out on the big long roll either. So let's go here. We're going to shoot from the left today. And I've got $3,000 in the bank. So if I divide it by 6, that's 500 bucks. Okay. We're gonna fudge it a little bit. I'm gonna take $1,000 per shooter. Okay. So I'm gonna take 550 for my bets up top. We're gonna go 350 down here, or 375 in the don't. You'll see why. Here we go. 550 up top looks like this. There's 425. That's 450. Plus 50 is 500. Plus 50 is 550 up top. Okay, that's 550 up top. Our smallest bet is 125 times 3 is 375 bucks. That's gonna be our don't pass bet. And then we'll have $75 in change. So 550, 650, 750, 850, 925 in action, $75 in the rack. That's going to be it. So here we go. We're going to come out. I'm going to play from the don't pass today instead of the don't come. I like the don't pass rhythm a little better. We might get trounced down here, right? So if we take 3 ass kickings on this don't pass, we're going to be done. Okay. Everything else that could happen, we'll lose a few $100. We're not going to get destroyed. So here we go. We're going to come out of the don't pass, take a couple shots at it, and hope for the best. Boy, I'm looking at the roll tracker from the other day. Look at that freaking last roll that we had. That last shooter we had the other day. Look at that. After a 7 out, we had a 3. Then we set a point of 6, and then it was 3, 2, 12, 3, 7. Good Lord, what a horrible roll. All right, Dan, wish me luck. Again, we'll talk more about your option here in a minute. I haven't done it once, so I have no idea how the rhythm of that option is. That's why I'm going to leave it as it is. Okay, so we'll talk about that maybe if we get to it. But anyway, good morning, everybody else. Good morning, Albert and Old Man Earl. And Ron's here. It looks like Michael Blocker's here again. Here we go. Coming out. Just avoid the early disaster. Now, here's a good one, right? We got a 4, 2, 2, 4. Now, one change from the original is that when the point goes to a 4 or 10, we're just going to let the don't pass sit by itself. Okay, we're not going to have that weird case where we hedge it off up top. Okay, so an early 7 here just wins you 375 and you lose the 550. So we don't want to have a quick 7. We can avoid it. We want to work the inside a little bit. But every bet's clean. When it's a 4 or 10, every bet's clean, which is kind of a nice thing. Here we go. It looks like a hard 4 right back. Oh my God, look at that shit. 2, 2, 4, back to back, repeater 4, and we lose 375. My God. Okay, so in my way of thinking, shooter 1 is a loss. Okay, so I'm going to take the next shooter's money. There's $1,000. I'm going to pull the 375 that we lost and put it here. How do I do this right? I'm going to take 550. Put 550 over here, just in a different part of my rack. And we're going to go 300, 75 bucks. All right, there's 150. All right, 375 back to the don't. We go. Jeez, look. Can you believe I just did that to myself? And let's try and build that shooter back. Okay, coming out again. Wow, back-to-back hard 4s. Good gravy. Happy Monday for me. Now, if we can have a good shooter here and win that 300 bucks back, I'm going to erase the fact that we lost, right? Technically speaking, you're lost. You're out of here when you're down 3 shooters or 300 bucks 3 times. I'm going to play like I lose. Here we go. Man, that was horrible, Dan, wasn't it? But Dan, if I make the money back plus, I'm gonna negate the loss. There's a 7. Fucking hell. All right, this is gonna be a fast show today, guys. 4, 3, 7. So out of here we go. That's the second time we've lost 375. 3 rolls in, we're down 700 freaking bucks. Oh my God, can you believe this? Here we go. That's 2. That's 2 losses. Here we go. 375 bucks again. Golly, where are we here? 500, 1,000. Man, that's 2 losses. 2 losses and 3 throws. Awesome sauce. Here we go. Let's have it come out 11 here and just call the show in 5 seconds. What do you think? My God. Well, you know what, Michael? You never know, man. You just never know. Last week in the DC, I was getting picked every single time. So it is what it is. The dice don't really care all that much where your bets are. That's what I've discovered. 314. Some days it's your day. Here we go. Back to the 4. Let's try and have something better happen this time, right? Something a little better than what happened the last 2 throws. Here we go. We're on a point 4. Give me something. Anything? Anything? Come on. All right, there's an 8. That's something. So we're guaranteed on this shooter to tie. There is 200 for 25 because that pays 175. So 175 plus the 25 I dropped. I can take 2 black chips back. Now we're good. We're tied. Whew. Man. Let's fight back. Let's fight this thing back, shall we? Hey, Joe. Hello and goodbye, Joe. There is a 9, 639. Okay, now we're going to be locked in profit for this shooter. 639, that's great. I'll pay it straight up 175, like so. And we can bring this back to the rack. Something I just said woke Alexa up. I'm not sure what that was. All right. Here we go. That is a 6 and a 5. That's a yo, 6-5 mid-mo, yo. There's a 7. Okay, so we tied. Or we got a little bit ahead, I guess. 617. That will lose the 550. But we get paid 1, 2, 3, 75. So our loss off the board was 175, but we had taken 175 twice off the board. So that, technically speaking, negates one of our losses. If I put this money back in the rack, there's 600, 900. Okay, so we're basically, if I take this all down, we have 2 shooters full. There's 900 or 2,000 to 300, 425 bucks, right? So we're technically speaking, we're down just 1 shot. We got back, or we're still down 2. We got back part of it. So here we go. Back out again. 375, 550. All right. Coming out. Might be our last shooter. Might be our last shooter. We'll see. A little cup of coffee here. Be a quick show today, huh? If I had regressed, yeah, and again, a regression is a possibility. We never talked about that. Like I said, I haven't talked about your modifications, Dan, because I was traveling yesterday, so I really didn't get a chance to look deep or play deep. So I'm going to play it close to vest as I can today. Here we go. There's an 8. All right, we're going to be on an inside number as our point. We're not going to make any changes. We're just going to try and avoid the 8 and the 7 here for 1 roll if I can. There's no buckshot, no PSO. Let's get something else to happen. There's the 3. It doesn't matter. Doesn't help. Also doesn't matter. Okay, here we go. There's a 9. Oh, no, it's 10. Sorry. I thought it was a 5-4. 5-5-10. Come on. Inside gravy. Let's go. Inside gravy. We can do this. Two, 1, 3. God, everything but the inside, right? It's 2 horns. It's not taking the numbers. Hold on, the roll tracker's not taking my numbers. Let's get that in. What was the last one? It was a shoot. Was it a 6-5, right? And then a 2-1. Okay. Here we go. Come on. There's a 4. Good Lord, we are hitting everything but. This is what drove us to the outside the first day, right? Remember this? We had all these 4s and 10s. We're just not getting anything that we're on. Give me an inside number, shooter. Come on. Wow, big roll. There's a 9. Thank you. Whew. All right, 639. That'll give us the tie guarantee, right? 175 coming in. All right, here we go. There's a 5. All righty. A little bit of Profit Town. 325. Bam. 200 for 25. Okay, we're set with profit. Let's get a third hit, and then I'll show you what Dan wants me to do. There's a 9. Okay, we got 3 hits in the box. That's great. 6 or 549. Booyah. 200 for 25. Okay. Now let's make sure that our rack is correct. There is $2,000 in the rack. There's $2,000 in the rack. There's 550 plus the don't pass down here. So we are back to even. We've won all our money back. If I pulled everything down, I think I got my rack right. Yeah, there's 1,000. 500. Yeah, our rack is right. With this plus what's out here, we're back to even. Back to the starting point of the whole game. Okay? Which means we can ignore the 2 losses. In my mind, we can ignore the 2 losses. We did take 2 losses, but we fought them all the way back. Now, every toss is profit. We have 2 choices, right? What Dan would say to do now is take all this down, right? Bring it back to your rack. Let that play itself out. Let the don't pass against the 8 play itself out. Either we're going to lose 375 or we're going to win 375. Another option is to place the 8 here for like 270 or something like that, or place it for 300, to win 350 and lock in $300 in profit. It's probably the smartest thing we can do is to do this. Just lock this thing in, make it at $300. Actually, if I make it 360, we can lock in a profit. I'll show you what I mean. There's 375. Here's what I mean. If I do this right now, 360 on the 8, it's locked. We lock in this profit right here. We have $200 in our rack right now. Okay. No matter what happens, we're bringing back 350. We're bringing back either 360 or 375 on a 7 or 420 on an 8. Right. Either way, we're going to have $500 in profit. We can just sit here and let this roll finish and then redo the whole thing. Dan is saying this, take 125 off the don't, which we can certainly do, and let it sit there at 250. And if I do that, our lock then becomes this. And here's the interesting thing. If I do that, our lock is this. We have 500, 600, 75. Yeah, if I do this, and again, I'll just show you what Dan's talking about here. There's going to be 800 bucks. I'll take all that back. Okay, so I can bring back 700 bucks in the rack. Right, I can bring back 700 bucks. Am I missing money? I'm missing money because I had 200 bucks in lock. What the hell? What did I screw up there? Hold on, I messed up. All that moving around, I messed something up because I had in my rack 200 bucks in profit. Hold on a second. Let me go back where I was because I just got this all messed up. I had 375, and I had. Sorry, I gotta make sure I get this right here. And 360 up top, and I had 300 and change in the rack. Right, that's what I had. Right, Dan said, "Don't do this. Pull this back." And take this down by 125 bucks. Leave it at 250. That's what Dan said to do. So that means I've got 400, 800 bucks in the rack if I do that. So that's going to leave me, Dan, in a place where I'm not in profit, right? I've only got 250 sitting here on the 8. So I'm not in profit. I'm going to be sitting here doing what? Waiting for the 8 to happen? That's it? I got a comment from Jen way up from last week. What? Dan says wrong. Okay, so tell me really quick. You got like 3 seconds. What do I do if I've got something incorrect here? So, I feel like this is the time to be out of here, right? To lock in the profit that I had. I would rather do what I did. But tell me what you want me to do, Dan. Want me to play their cross bets now? At a lower level? I should be in profit. I'm not though, because we didn't have enough money. We had just clawed our way back, Dan. The problem is that we had just clawed our way back. Here we were at the 5. Let's set it all back up because I want to make sure that we can see where we are. This is important to get the numbers right. 375 plus we were set up top, like so, and I had the 200 bucks in my rack. Not with the reds. This is what I had. I had my setup plus 375. That's where exactly I was with 200 bucks sitting here in the rack, which meant I could pull it all back and have some profit. That was what I was thinking, right? So let me go right here where we were, because we knew that if we pull everything down, I think I had $25 in profit, right? Because that's 550, 850, 925 plus the 200. Yeah, this is where I was. Clean setup. I'm clean setup. I'm right here. Should we take another shot or not is the question. Do I roll again or no with this? I feel like we're starting over. No, I'm right. I had an extra from the previous win, Dan. I had 200 bucks in the rack. I think we need to reset from right here. So I was here with 200, right? Or with 75. I don't know. Shit. Too much talking. I got lost. If we're here, we were more than that. We had a little bit of profit. Anyway, this is a reset. I think we're within 100 bucks where we should be. This is a big thing. Sorry. Let's just go. I'm going to roll it out from where we sit. We're still on a point of 8. We're going to lose the 550 on this very next roll. I'm going to throw a 7 now and talk. But I think we got back to even. I think we had clawed back to even, and we started screwing around too much. Here we go. I'm 90% sure that we're okay. There's a 9. All right, that pays 175, 200 for 25. I think this is where we were. I think we got to even. 200 for 25. So now, no matter what happens, we'll tie for the day. We'll be tied for the day no matter what happens here. I think is where we are. All right, I'm going to roll from here, Dan. We'll talk about it after the show. I don't want to get confused anymore. I don't want to mess up our bets. Let's just roll it out from where I am, old way, and then we'll do the next. If I have another shooter, we'll do the next shooter a little differently. There's a 3, 2, 1. Roll tracker's gone now. What happened to the roll tracker? Ah, shoot, it took too long. No, the roll tracker should be fine, right? Oh, your roll tracker's gone. No, 495993, right? No, you're right. Roll tracker's good. Sorry for the confusion here on a Monday morning. I was out all day. I was traveling yesterday, so I got up at, here's a F5. I got up yesterday at 2 o'clock in the morning. I flew to Salt Lake City. I caught a 5 a.m. flight. That's a 325. And I spent all day in Salt Lake, and I got back here at about 1 o'clock in the morning last night. So I had 2 flights yesterday. So I'm a little bit in a mess. Here's 200 for the quarter. A little bit of a mess. Okay, here we go. Just gonna roll her out. There's a 3 again. Boy, we're rolling a lot of 3s today, aren't we? Gee whiz. How many 3s today? Is there a third one? Is that it? It feels like more than that, doesn't it? That would be a repeater 3 if you're in Reno. If you're down in Reno, it's a repeater 3. No, Dan, I was getting a new tat. I had arranged to see my artist. He's so booked out, I had to book him out a year ahead of time. And I went down there in December to get it done, and he was sick that day. So I flew down there for nothing and came all the way back. So today was the redo. So yeah, that's why I was like, yesterday I couldn't practice, and Saturday I was doing a bunch of other stuff around the house. Oh, that was a terrible throw. It's the 8. Okay, so we're gonna lose our don't. But let's do a quick recap. 6, 2, 8. We lose our don't pass, which was kind of going to happen. But we're going to get paid up top $200 for the last 25 bucks on the 8 that was sitting there placed. Okay. Let's bring everything down. I'm going to bring. There's 500. We're going to be in profit here, believe it or not. After the earlier tail kicking, there's $1,000. Okay. We have the greens, the 1 and 150 is profit, believe it or not, for our shooter. Or for the whole round, the whole day, we're up 150. Given the earlier ugliness, okay? Let's reset the board. We'll do another shooter here. What time is it? I have time to keep going? I do. Let's do it again. Take our next grand. 300. 75. 1, 2, 3, 400. I need to get another one. Here we go. We're set. We're coming out. There's a chat from last Friday on your screen. How is that possible? On your screen is a chat from last Friday? Weird. That's really weird. I wonder how that happened. I wonder how that happened. It's goofy. Here we go. We're coming out. Coming out. Let's come out clean. Let's have a nice little run here if we can do it. All right. We got a yo 6.5 mid-mo yo, which is awesome. We're going to lose our don't. Boy, we're having a tough time today with the don'ts. We've lost the don't pass bet every time. We got picked off on the 4. We got picked off on a 7. Got picked off on a 12 or 11 here. We got picked off on the 8. So far the don't pass has been shit for us today. That's a loss. But we're going to come back on out, dig into our next G, and let's do it. Keep working it. Keep working it. Keep working it. Let's go. Anything but a 7. Anything but a 7. Here we go. All right, there's an 8. All right, we're going to lose this don't pass again, I guess, right? Just going to lose the don't pass 5 times today? Is that what's going to happen, Dan? Lose the don't pass 5 times in one day. Can we do it? That means, by the way, if it does happen that way, the pass line would have on a 5-win streak. So you talk about these like parlays that I like to do. The pass line today with the come out sequences that we've had, the 7 and the 11, and plus getting picked off on the points twice, That's we would be on number 4 in a parlay right now. Like a Paroli or something would have paid huge down here. Huge, he said. All right, here we go. Jen's like the specter of Fridays past, right? All right, let's go. Avoid the 8, please. Avoid the 8. We got a 4. We got a 4, a 3, 1. All right. Here we go. Anything but an 8, please, shooter. Anything but an 8, shooter. Come on. Come on. There's a 5. Okay, that's good. We will for sure tie for this round. There's 200 for 25. Now we did lose that don't, so we got to work. We got to win one more just to get even from what we lost, right? That's part of the drill here is getting back to even for the earlier loss. So I have to keep that in mind. So 2 hits might feel like the normal kind of we got tied, but really it's recovery time. It's recovery time. Here we go. Yeah, the Baccarat line, Waylon, is a good base for any, like to me, the Baccarat line's for like how you play every strategy. It just seems to work, doesn't it? There's the 7. Okay, so we're gonna tie here. 6, a 1, 7. All right, so we'll lose up in here. $375, and there's the 175 that we just won. So the result of that round is a tie. This will be my last shooter because of time. We are at 7:35. We might get 2 more in. Let's have a good shooter here, though, huh? Let's get in to a good shooter. Coming out. Coming out. Here we go. Let's have a clean come out, Johnny. Nice, clean come out. 6, 3, 3, hard 6. All right. There's a 3, 3. Good. We didn't lose our don't pass right away. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, and I got to get a little bit of change here. Okay, let's do her. Let's do her. Ooh, kisses. 415. All righty. 4 and a 1. That's 200 for 25. Let's make sure I know where my rack is here. There's 4, 5. Okay, the rack is good. We have $2,000 in the rack. We're not even yet. Let's catch a roll here, huh? Let's catch a roll. 5 again, 4, 1. All right. 4, 1, that's awesome. That's 200 for 25. Sweet. Okay, and again, remember what's out here. 550 plus 320 plus 375, right? That's 9 1/4 out there. I got $200 in my rack, which means we have recovered. We can pull it all down and feel like we're in happy town, right? We recovered the earlier losses if we pull it all down and go home. Here we go. Victor, I love how you talk to me like it's you crack me up. You just crack me up. All right, here we go. 9, 5, 4, 9. 5, 4, 9. That's the way the strategy was designed. This one here designed with the point on the don't being placed. It was designed that way from the start. There's a reason, there's a math reason for why that works. But yeah, that's by design. Okay, there we are. There is a 9 that ensures a profit. For this round of bets, that's a profit. We're still down, I think, from that earlier little bit of a loss that we took from that don't pass come out, but here we go. Let's come out, or let's keep working it. There's an 11. We haven't done yet so far is gotten past here. Like we've been playing this thing and we either knock the point or we knock the 7. We haven't gotten like that nice roll where it's 5 or 6 collects. That seems to be missing. Today anyway. Here we go. I played the Hawaiian stuff, Victor. We did a couple of their things in the earlier months. We did a couple. There's a 12. We did a few of their stuff way back in the earlier testing days, but they didn't get past 500. Unfortunately, I did that wrong. The Hawaiian strategies never got past the 500 win rate, so that's why they aren't included. Only the ones that got past a 60 or 70% win are the ones that we selected to play. So, but yeah, Hawaiians they're great guys. Great team, love those guys. Here we go. I can't see it. 2 and a 5. There's the 7. Okay. Let's see. 2, 5, 7. Okay, so we lose the 550. Win 3, 75. And again, we're just not catching the hand that pushes us. You know what I'm saying? We're not getting pushed. All right, there is $600. The rack is correct. Now we've got 225 in profit. So we're inching our way along in Profit Town. We're not there, but we're inching our way. Here we go. 375. That's the first win of the don't I think we've had. And we'll do 550 up top. 400. There we go. Let's reset. Let's reset. This will for sure be our last shooter. Yeah, I understand what you're saying, Victor. Let me come out here. Oh no. Whew, 6. I get what you're saying. The travel don't. You work hard to get there, as you can well imagine. Why waste it? It's a tool for us. It's actually a tool. Hey, it's a tool for this to get this early part of the strategy moving. That's the whole point of it. It's not the desired bet. It's only there to get us to a point. And that was the way that Dan designed it. So here we go. Yeah, I hear you, Dan. I don't want to have to catch a hand either, but we haven't gotten past 3. I got to get 3 hits to feel like I'm doing the regression thing. I haven't even gotten to 3 yet today. So I want to get my 3rd hit at some point. Here we go. Give me anything but a 6 here, huh? Anything but a 6. How about an 8? That'll work. 5-3. 5 tray. All right, that'll pay 175. I used up all my reds getting out, all my greens getting out there. 175. 5-3. All right. Come on. There's a 3. Craps 3. 1, 2. Here we go. There is the 6. So we're going to not get it. 5-1. Okay. I need to stop, I think. We're going to lose our don't. We'll win 175, 200 for a quarter on the 6. And there it is. So we didn't get anything out of this one, unfortunately. This one here was a blown opportunity, as they say, right? Blown opportunity. There's 8. Let's see. There's 500, 900. There's 1,000. So our bankroll's back. We have a profit of 125 today. I got to run downstairs and get ready for the next show. So I'm going to call it here for time. 7:41. I know it's earlier than normal, but we won 125, which is not the greatest. Okay. Admittedly, not the greatest win today, but we were down. How much were we down earlier? We were down over $1,000, right? We were down. Yeah, we were down about 1,200 bucks, I think, at one point. So we fought back to be up 1.25, which is good. Good to see some fight back in this thing. And we will talk later about how to fix it, quote unquote, fix it. But for now, Dan, good fight back today. Okay-ish kind of rolls today. I don't know what else to say. It's not there yet. It's not. And again, I'm not playing it the complete right way yet, but we're not quite there. Here we go. Let's go ahead and let's put our totals in. Which we have a thing to report. We are in the daily paycheck casino, right? Daily paycheck. The strategy is the M.O.B. I'm going to spell it like that. The M.O.B. $3,000 out for $31.25 from the bank. This was just an down 1,200 to rally. Okay. And we'll save that. And our first day of the M.O.B. is a quote unquote, air quotes, success. We're 1-0 with a tiny, tiny, tiny win percentage today. So we didn't do great, but we did. We did something, right? There we go. Waylon's got one to put out. Cool. Cool. Looking forward to seeing that one. Biff had Money Shot bring some hula dancers. Yeah, right. We need something, right? We need some luck. We need some luck for sure. All right, I'm out, guys. I'll see you downstairs for the coffee run. It'll be a short coffee run today. I got only a half hour for that show. I got a class starting up today. So let me get some new coffee. I'll see you downstairs in a bit for the coffee run. But let's celebrate our tiny win, and I'll see you later. Bye.